So, guys, good evening to everybody and welcome once again to my evening program. Sparky, I see you. So, how is everybody doing? Man, guys, fall in. Let's spend this beautiful evening together. Rocker, I see you. Rocker, how are you doing? So, guys, share the program. Let's spend some time together and talk about life realities. Patrick, I see you big time. I just ate fufu now. I posted it. I showed you guys on my Facebook and TikTok, Facebook and YouTube. I did not post it on TikTok. I don't know why, but maybe I'll post it later. I ate fufu. Loretta, you saw the fufu. I just finished eating it now. That's why I just came out. I ate it. Bagadam. I just ate it now and then decided to, because I cannot talk on empty stomach without any food in my stomach. That's my first food for the day. So, guys, share the program. The topic this evening is Evil Eye Israel. Who is this person calling me? Don't call this number again. Don't call this place. I didn't ask you to call. You just come on, join somebody's program and you just make a call. What's up with you? Where are my homies at? Let me see you. Let me see you, everyone. Let me see my guys. I did not go live yesterday, Seth. What happened? I was so down. Patrick Martins, I see you big time. I was so depressed yesterday, but now I'm in a good mood once again. I'm in a good mood once again. I said, let me fall out and then spend time with my own people. Where are my homies now? The top thing, don't miss this program. Oh. Share this program. Don't miss this program. I'm going to share a lot of experiences with you guys. Luxury Unique. Stay by. Stay tuned and listen to me. Then you will learn lessons. You will learn what evil eye is. So, how many people do we have here? Does it mean, now, are people, what's going on now? Kilonzo, Happy New Year to you. Dakus, Happy Sunday to you. Mercy Ayuba, good evening to you. I see you. Man, I've not seen any sign. Nobody has commented on, now what is happening to you? Now, comment now. You're watching me on YouTube and you are quiet. I told you guys I have no time for this thing, this year. You are there, you are acting, nah, I'm already big. I'm already big. Comment. Mary, you're asking me, do you want to marry me? Share this program. I didn't do you any wrong. Share the program. I did not do you any wrong. Did I eat your food? I didn't eat your food, though. User. No, I don't understand this thing. You are looking for a husband from Europe. I'm not available. I'm not. That number you are calling is not available. And so people are catching up. Let them catch up with their football highlights. I don't want to know whether they are playing ball or not. I'm doing my own thing. I don't watch football anymore. I'm doing my own thing. So if they are watching their football, let them continue watching their football. I will do my thing. Sasa Grade, I don't smoke weed. You know, Engineer Elijah. My own is, when I come out here, whether a million people are watching or nobody is watching, I run my program and go to bed. Do you understand me? I just do my own part. I run my program. So, Salsa Dread is like you are new here. I don't smoke. How many times have I said it here? I don't smoke. Do you understand what I mean? Maybe you are new on this page. I don't smoke. Big Okwa. You got the gist. But I know there are people who don't like missing my program, so they are going to join. Some might be watching the ball and be listening to me. So, Salsa Grade, I will block you. I'm not your mate. You don't come here and tell me, talk about drugs to me. I'm not a drug dealer. I don't take drug. I don't sell. I don't take. Take time. I'm not your mate. I'm a father of many children. If you talk anyhow, I'll block you. I don't have time for rubbish. I'm not your mate. So, guys, you're welcome. Does it mean they are playing ball? Which team self, which countries are playing self? If they are not, if guys are not serious to watch my program, what do I do now? I cannot end my program because they are playing soccer or whatever. So I will continue with my thing. And Luxury Unique, it is, the time now is, in 12 minutes, it will be 6 p.m. In 12 minutes, it will be 6 p.m. Do you understand what I mean? Patrick, the party must go on now. Even if Patrick is the only one watching, I will continue to, even if it is only you, I will broadcast. Yes. Even if it is one of my core fans that is here, I will broadcast. One of my core fans is more valuable than a million people that are not my fan that come to spy and move. Do you understand me? Tanti, I see you. Danny boy, I see you. Now my people are falling in now. Yes, so God's last born. That should be God's last born now. These are people that have been on this page for a long time now. These are people that I don't joke with them. I know them by their names. So whether whether they talk good or bad, whether they comment negatively or positively, I appreciate them. But they have been showing me great support. Obi Bundes. Obi, it's like, are you living in Austria or Germany? Bundes. That name. Bundes. Okay. The topic, let me continue. Let me not just waste time. I don't want to shout, and I do not want to rush this program. I'm going to take it bit by bit. The topic is about evil eye. There are so many reasons why many people's dreams don't see reality. That is, there are reasons why some people fail in their businesses. There are so many reasons why your plans fails to materialize. And most of these reasons are your fault. You caused it because you fail to know that spiritual eyes is not superstitious. It is real. Listen attentively. A lot has happened to me and has happened to people that I know. What I came out to talk about is why you shouldn't broadcast your plans before it materializes or before it is solidified. You see, there are people, when they are seeking for contracts, That is, you are going for contract. Maybe you want to be awarded a contract. You tell friends and you tell family members. You discover that in some situations, when you tell your friends or your family members about your dreams, that is, you are pursuing this contract that will give you millions of money, either that contract will no longer be awarded to you, or you will lose it. You will lose it, or it might be delayed. Did you know why when you tell people your plans, or do I say your dreams, your plans or your dreams, it does not, in some cases, materialize? It's because of evil eyes. That is, there are people, when they see your success or feel that something good is coming their way, they begin to ask themselves, why not them? Why you? And that triggers spiritual opposition. That is, triggers negative energy towards your dreams or your plans. Negative energy, that is. So this man now will be given or awarded this contract, and then he will be rich or richer than the person you told about. Now, there are people, if you go to villages, listen attentively. Evil eyes, Israel. There are villages you go to, you see, discover that there are houses that were abandoned in the 70s, in the 80s, till now. Those houses have not been completed. The people, some houses are left, some houses are abandoned since 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Did you know why? Because of evil eyes. The people that started those houses or wanted to build those houses had great plans, thought they were going to finish those houses in a year, in 2 years. But there are eyes or people who are not supposed to see their progress, and they saw it, and they used their mind or the bad energy in them to spoil things for those guys that are building the houses. Let me tell you, why I'm saying this is, never you broadcast your plans before it is materialized. Do you understand what I mean? Don't do it. I'm going to give you a lot of practical examples that happened to me, and you learn from it. This is why I keep quiet. And I'm going to give you examples of people you know this type of thing happened to, and a lot of people, why some people hide their success today, hide their children, hide a lot of things about them. When I newly came to this country, I was a very young boy and naive. You know, Gladon, I see you. One thing, I did not actually grow up with my father or my mother. I spent few years when I was much younger, few years when I was like 7, 8, 9, 10 years with my father, and that was all. That was all. And then today my regret is not spending enough time with the old and wise ones. That's my regret. Why I did not, because if you spend time with older people, you learn wisdom from them, life experiences. Now listen to what happened. Now, when okay, Shuku Ferdinand, I see you. When I newly came to this country, listen attentively, I got married. When I got married, the next was my woman. I'm not going in full details, because if I go in full details, it will take us so much time. But I just want to, hit the nail on the head. So when I newly came here as a very young man in my early 20s, my woman got pregnant. And then I had a lot of friends, female friends, male friends, as a young man that wanted to see life grow and see things. Listen attentively. So when my woman got pregnant, I was so happy, so excited. We did pregnancy test. It was positive. Went to doctor, everything was good. The doctor announced that I was about to be a father. Man, I was so happy. Then, back then, things were rosy, good. I put on my leather trousers, my canvas, and I put on my leather jacket and bounced out. Then there wasn't anything like a mobile telephone. Listen attentively so that you learn. I went to meet a woman, a friend of mine, not a lover. Growing up I had, because I was very social then as a young man. I like talking, I socialize a lot, I talk to people, I entertain people by telling them stories. So I had a lot of female friends and male friends, because of the way I talk to them. I can relate with people, communicate very well. Now there was one lady, you understand me? This lady, we were friends, close friends. We went to restaurants, and we ate and drank together. So after going to the doctor with my woman, so my woman went home, and then I went to meet this lady. I don't need to mention her country of origin, because that wouldn't be nice. I don't like to, because there are good and bad people everywhere. Now listen. So after the doctor had confirmed that my woman was pregnant, I was so happy. And then I met with this lady, this black woman, at a restaurant. We went to go drink. You understand me? Now listen. As we met, I ordered for drink and what to eat. And happily, listen attentively, happily, I announced to this lady that my wife was pregnant. This lady dropped what she was eating, the drink she was drinking. She dropped it. Looked at me. Look at what she said. Now you've never seen anything. She said, "So you too want to have a child in Europe?" I was shocked. Say, "You want to follow us, so you too want to have a child in Europe?" He said, "That child now, the woman will not born it." I was shocked. I said, "Nah, this is life story. The woman is dead now." That is, I'm telling you, life, what she said. I don't make things up. I was shocked. Like, what kind of play was that? What kind of play is that? Listen. I said, what kind of bad heart is this? Listen. There are people you don't announce your good news to. Whether it be your brother, your sister, your friend, or whatever. Learn from me. Success attracts envy, jealousy. Hold on. I said, this is why you see me. I stay on my own most of the time, even if I'm bored. Listen. So, her saying those negative words, struck me like a bullet. I was like, I've never seen something like that in life. A friend. Well, I was too young to rebuke it, because I should have rebuked that negative words. I should have returned it back to her. But then, As a young man, I dismissed it. But deep down my mind, I was like, what kind of negative word was that? Because normally, a good friend was supposed to like celebrate with me, tell me congratulations and things like that. But in this case, she did not do it. She was like genuinely upset with my progress that I want to have a child in Europe. Guess what? 3 weeks after, that child was like, the baby was like 3 months or 2 months or thereabouts, 3 months or thereabouts in the stomach. I had 3 months or thereabouts in the stomach. My woman went to a doctor. The doctor said that the heart of the baby wasn't beating, that the baby is no longer alive in the stomach. So there is what they call curettage in German language. There is what they call curettage. Then my woman had to go and carry out curettage. That's to go clean the stomach. Because they said she has to go and clean the stomach. Because the heart of the baby stopped beating. I learned from that. I was a young man. I said, okay, my woman had a miscarriage. But then, when I think back, I remember the words of that woman, that negative spoken word. Guess what? Next time, on the next occasion that my woman got pregnant, I kept my mouth shut. I did not reveal it to that friend anymore. But what happened was, I did not keep away from that friend. Listen, you see, I'm going to tell you guys a lot of stories this evening. Let me take you back again to the story of biblical Joseph. Let me take you. Princess, don't tell me to be fast. If you do not want to watch the video, you move. I'm not being fast. I don't rush my program. I can spend 3 hours here. So you don't tell me to be fast. This is how I run my program. Let me tell you again the story of biblical Joseph. Joseph had a dream that his brothers bowed down to him. He was too fast to tell his dreams to his brothers. That is, he broadcasted his dreams too early to his brothers, which was wrong. And guess what? That broadcast activated spiritual eyes. That is, the brothers became jealous of Joseph. And so we are going to bow down before you. You see, even the brothers never wanted him to be bigger than them. The brothers did not want him to be bigger than them. And guess what? They plotted to unalive him. In the end, they sold him into slavery. They sold him into slavery because they do not want that his dream to materialize. They threw him to pit, slaughtered one sheep or one goat or one lamb, and went and soaked the coat of Joseph in blood and went and gave to the father, said a lion or whatever devoured him. You telling friends, family members, your plans before it materializes is very, very wrong. This is why a lot of people fail in life. Now, a lot has happened to me. Experience. This is why I don't tell people about me much. That is so many things now. There are so many people do not know anything about me. Let me go further. Around the year 2003, I did not learn properly. I've never learned. And I've never learned my lessons. Okay. After what happened though, this story I told you now happened many years ago. But around 2003, listen to the gist. My wife got pregnant. When she got pregnant, let me give you another gist. I will tell you many gists today. Because I like telling my stories the best. That's when I ate fufu. I showed you guys. Listen to this story. This will help you. My wife got pregnant. I was so happy. So after how many? I don't, it's been a long time, like 2 months or so. They now found out she was carrying twins. I was full of joy. I started jubilating. I started jumping up. I said I was going to get twins. They are in the hospital. I picked the telephone to call a family member. My wife said I shouldn't do it. I said I was so excited. I wanted to share my good news with people, and I was so naive. My wife said, Rodi, please don't do this. I said, why are you so superstitious? Why are you so negative-minded? Why? She said I shouldn't tell people about this. I dismissed it. I said, please, you are always having this kind of mindset, being afraid of nothing. Because growing up, I never thought somebody else could wish me bad or think evil about me. I don't have that. I ate and dined with everybody free-mindedly. Not till you will learn your lesson about life later. So, I defied the suggestion of my wife, I did not, I didn't even listen to her. Me getting getting twins. I said, now people need to hear. Now, dude, what? I don't know what was wrong with me. People need to hear. I don't know. I sought external validation, kind of. You see my problem? That's why now, man, a lot of things happen to me. I sought external, I wanted people to, I don't know whether to praise me or approve of me. I don't know what was wrong. So guess what? I picked the telephone. I called a family member living in Europe here. I called a family member. Said, hey, do you know what? He said, what? I said, we are getting twins. The person said, what? I said, we are getting twins. I'm just in the hospital now. The doctor said, we are getting twins. The person did not say a word on telephone. 30 seconds, no response. A minute, no response. I asked, are you still there? He said, yeah. My heart caught. That was when I realized I made a mistake. Like 2 minutes, this guy did not utter a word. I started regretting. I said, my wife told me not to call, not to talk. You see this life? This life is deeper than you think. A lot of people you call brothers or sisters or friends don't actually wish you well. This person, I said, 2 minutes, the person couldn't utter a word on telephone. I'm giving you true life story. Instantly, as I was making that telephone, I began to regret. Why did I tell this person? The next time we went to the hospital, like a month after, the doctor said, one of the hearts of the babies is not beating. That the heart is not beating. That only one is beating. One of the twins. One is no longer beating. One is beating. My wife blamed me for years. She said she warned me not to tell anybody. When I tell you that evil eye is real, you will not know. See, you don't know. As I'm making this video, as I post content online, there are people I do not know. I've not met in life. I don't know them personally. They see my videos and begin to fight me. People that don't even live in the same country. They don't live in the same continent. Just they came across my video and they became jealous and start wishing me bad. This is life. Human nature. Now I remembered why some people growing up, there are some people then, my schoolmates, their family name, their surname then was Ezebuilo. Ezebuilo. That is, if you are a king, you will have a lot of enemies. Or Akubilo. Akibilo means words attracts enmity. Hold on. Fast forward, many years later. So after I got a boy, one survived and one did not. I said, well, I've learned my lesson. You know, many people, whatever happens teaches you a lesson. Or what you went through in life teaches you a lesson. Now listen. After some years, my wife became pregnant again. Then we have learned our lesson. I and my wife, we began to hide ourselves. This time around, she refused to come outside. You never see something. She didn't. Like 4 months, she was hiding herself inside the room. I was the person. Now I learned my lesson. I was the person going to do shopping, doing anything. I told her, okay, this time, don't come outside. Stay indoors. The shopping, the cooking, I was doing everything. I said, don't step your leg outside our home. If people come to visit us, she will cover herself. She will not stand up where she sat down. She will cover herself with a wrapper. She will cover herself with winter jacket. You will not know that she is pregnant. People came to visit then, early stage. We didn't tell anybody. She hid herself. Now listen. After like 6-7 months, I said to myself, okay, now this baby has grown now, 6-7 months. Okay, yes, thank you for reminding me. Then, after about 7 months to 8 months, she started coming to my shop. Then the baby has grown. I said nothing was going to happen. One day I was with her in the shop. One woman came, saw my wife. Said, hey, William, my wife. She wanted to rub my wife's stomach. My wife grabbed her hand. She said, no, don't rub that stomach. The woman was like, my wife said, She said, no, don't rub the stomach. We are not too close. We are not too close for you to, hey, don't call this place. Don't, if you call this place, I'll block you. She wanted, you know that act of robbing a pregnant woman's stomach. She wanted to rob, like, my wife wanted to rob. My wife said, no, don't rob this stomach. Who held her, said, pushed her away. The woman was embarrassed. My wife said, it's better you be embarrassed than to do damage. Now listen, don't be naive. There are things, that contact shouldn't be there. You don't know, the heart of man is evil. After like 7 months, I said, well, everything then was going good with my baby and everything. I had a friend that behaved as a very good friend then. Every time the guy will give me advice, act as if we were the best of friends. This, we will drink and then showed each other love. So, one day the guy, we came to visit me. We hung out in the park. We went to the park to go sit down and gist. It was summertime. I said, nah. Listen to this gist. I said, nah, God has blessed me. He said, what? He asked me what? I said, my wife is pregnant. He said, what? Your wife is pregnant? I said, yes. He said, what are you doing with a baby anymore? She should go and abort it. I said, look at it. I said, what? Now I was shocked. Man, this guy told me, here in Europe, we are citizens. We are doing more better than the guy. The guy opened his mouth to tell me to go and abort it. I said, God forbid. From that day, I cancelled that man. From that day, that's when I knew that some people smile at you, but deep down their hearts, they don't wish you well. Instead of encouraging me, say, boy, congratulations, this is Europe. What your child will eat, you will not lack. Now, European government, he knows that European government takes care of children. Not that we don't have documents. We have documents, we are citizens and everything. And the guy was discouraging me. He told me, he asked me to go and I cancelled the guy. Evil eye. In this case, he wasn't able to do anything because I distanced myself from him. I stopped communicating with the dude. Now let me tell you a story. Story plenty. This is why, see, the topic is never you announce your progress or flaunt your success before people. Don't do it. Now, there are so many instances I hope I don't forget because my head is full now. So many stories. But let me tell you. Do you remember, many of you, do you remember one guy whose name is Hush Puppy? Do you remember one guy whose name was Hush Puppy? Then the guy displayed his wealth online. Listen, he was showing his cars, how expensive he was living. Do you know what he did? He activated evil eye, spiritual law, spiritual principles by displaying his wealth, his cars, how expensive and luxurious he was living. He attracted evil eyes into his life. So they started monitoring him. In the end, he was captured and he's doing jail time. He's in prison now in USA. Listen, revenge and success, I see you. Rich people who understood spiritual principles or spiritual laws protects their wealth or their success by not telling people or by not flaunting their wealth, their progress in public. Because you don't know who is watching. People are going through challenges and going through a lot in life. There are people that when they see other people's progress, success, achievements in life, they start crying. They become bitter, even without knowing the person. Why do you think celebrities, top-ranking, politicians like presidents, famous individuals go with security? Why do you think celebrities, politicians, and in America, the presidents, and so they go with securities? Because of bad belly, bad hearts, people who don't want to see them as heads on top. You discover that somebody like JF Kennedy or Pope, attempts has been made to their lives, or that a lot of people have attempted to, bad-hearted people have attempted to assassinate prominent people because of jealousy. Why do you think some celebrities go with security or bodyguards? Because of evil eyes. Okay. This is why our ancestors, let me tell you how our ancestors, they understood spiritual principles, and how they lived was they protected their blessings. Do you understand? How did they protect their blessings? Listen attentively, when things are working out for you, you see, the purpose of making money is to enjoy that money with your family, in your home, to give yourself a comfortable life, not to flaunt it in public. This is what a lot of people do not know. When you flaunt your wealth or success in public, you see kidnappers will come, armed robbers will come. Don't forget, a thief cometh to steal, kill, and destroy. A thief does not go to where he cannot steal. Before a thief can break anybody's home, he must have studied that person. He must have known that that person has something to steal. So when you flaunt your success, your wealth, you are activating spiritual laws or evil eye. So thieves will know that you have it, and they will come to do you damage. Most of the people you see, they kidnap or they rob because see, if you watch, wise rich men don't appear rich. They are rich. Listen, get the point. Wise rich men, billionaires, they don't flaunt their wealth in public. They don't want to show you that they are rich, because they are already rich. The people that want to show that they are rich are poor people. Now, they want to oppress. Let me tell you now. Some people want to appear rich while they are not rich in reality. They put on designers' clothes, drive expensive cars to appear rich, but in reality, they are not rich. You get the point now. Now let's go further. When you flaunt your wealth, everybody who is in need, let's say there are people who are not criminals, but by flaunting your wealth or success, you see people who have no money will come to borrow money from you. People whose children are out of school will come to ask you for money because you flaunted your wealth. Now, people who have hospital bills to pay, family members, friends, they will come to you because you flaunted your wealth. And if you refuse, they will bear grudges against you. And when they bear grudges against you, they activate negative energy towards you. They direct, you don't understand it. They start bear, you know what it means to bear grudges, to hate you, to wish you evil, to wish you bad, to wish that bad thing happens to you for not giving them or for not granting their request. You caused it. How did you cause it? You flaunted your wealth. Now, if you hide yourself and nobody knows you are wealthy, you are rich, you have it, no, they will not come to ask you. They say, this is a poor man. And this is how you protect your wealth. Now listen, when I was driving taxi, I was making money and helping people. Every day my telephone rang. People begged me for money I was giving. I keep telling you guys, my telephone rang every day. People checked on me. The moment I started making videos that I am broke, I have no money, till today nobody checks on me. Christmas, people abandoned me. They abandoned me totally. Christmas time, my telephone did not ring. New Year, my telephone did not ring. As I make videos, instead of people don't come to beg me for anything, they bully me. What people do is, this old man, you are a failure, come back home. Carry your load and come back home. Do you understand what I mean? Nobody asks me for a dime anymore. Now listen. This is why I tell you. Some people cause their own downfall. You've got to learn to protect yourself from evil eye. Now, when I realized that this word is deeper than a lot of us know, listen, one day I was watching television. I visited Africa. I was watching television. I was in a hotel watching television with somebody, a woman. Now listen, this person, on television, they were playing one musician, a gospel singer was singing gospel music. The person I was with became upset, highly upset. I asked her, what's going on? She said she hates that woman. She said she hates the woman. I said, do you know the woman? I asked her, do you know the woman before? She said, no. Have you had any interaction with the woman? She said, no. Why did you hate? She was showing hatred, like wishing the woman. I said, why do you hate the woman? She said she don't like the woman, that the woman is too proud, too arrogant, doing as if her soup done, like everything is okay with. Just like that. The woman does not even know that the person exists. She doesn't know that the person is living. She doesn't know about the person. But somebody is somewhere hating on her, wishing her evil. Somebody she has no business with, has never had any interaction with. Let me tell you something. We are talking about evil eye, which is not a superstitious. I know some people say, Uncle, what? Now, if I tell you stories, you will bow. Let me cool down and tell you this story so that you will learn. Many years ago, that was the 90s, there was a couple here. This couple, this guy met the girlfriend, and both of them started dating. They began to date. Let me charge my phone. It's like story. There'll be plenty story coming your way this night. This was my friend. Came several times to borrow money from me. But then, back then, he met a woman. And after they got married, many years down the line, they found it difficult to get a baby. The woman found it hard. It wasn't easy for her to, conceive. So a year passed, 2 years passed, 3 years passed. The woman did not conceive. So this woman began to run up and down, ran to churches, prayed, started praying, started being kind to, the children around, things like that. So then, I have a woman then. My woman got pregnant. Because as a young man, I was very ambitious and I love children. Do you understand what I mean? My woman got pregnant. I like breaking good news to people. And I called this guy. I thought the guy was cool. I said, listen, my woman got pregnant. The wife had it. Some people put maybe telephone, speak out, or we call it loudspeaker, speak out, where if you are making conversation on phone, somebody else can hear it, make it loud. I said, my woman got pregnant. They asked which woman I said. I mentioned the woman. Guess what? His woman, the one that was looking for a child, a baby, grabbed the telephone from the husband. Guess what the woman said? I'm giving you pure true life story. Maybe this is why I keep distance from people. She grabbed the telephone, said, Rodi, tell her to go and remove it. Tell her to go and remove it. She should go and abort it. Why should she carry belly? Like a fight. This was a woman that has been looking for a baby for like 3-4 months. I'm telling you the truth. This is a true life story. Few months down the line, my woman went on her own and removed the baby. There is a reason why so many people no longer flaunt their children on social media. At times, when you flaunt your children on social media, you activate evil eye. Not only that, let me tell you, there was one particular actress in Nigeria. She got married to one young man. I will not mention her name, but if you think, if at any old school we remember, I will give you stories without. One particular actress married one guy. This was a Yoruba actress, very popular. She married one man, got pregnant of twins. She broadcasted it. She broadcasted it on social media. Guess what? That twins went down. She had miscarriage. Do not take because other women are, showing their pregnancy or their success online and you follow show. Or other people are showing their children online. You follow show your own. All heads are not equal. Listen attentively. That woman, she was pregnant for twins. Though she had, after she divorced with the man, the woman was an actress, a popular one. She later remarried. When she remarried, the next time she got pregnant, she did not tell anybody. She did not broadcast it. And today, nobody has seen her children online or how they look like. Listen, Evil Eye Israel. You see, there is one musician whose son died, a Nigerian musician whose son died some years ago, a popular Nigerian musician. As the son died, the wife later became pregnant and gave birth to twins. Did you see the wife post the children on social media anymore? She's not doing it anymore because she has learned her lesson. You don't see. Until something happens to you, you will know that evil eye truly exists. Do you understand what I mean? Until something happens to you, you will know that these things, and the best way is you protect yourself. Let me tell you something. What eyes did not see, the mind cannot grieve about. What eyes did not see, the mind can never grieve about. You see, if something does not happen to you, you will not learn. If I continue to tell you stories this evening, you will learn to protect yourself. See, you've got to learn to protect your success. You protect your success. Sometimes you flaunt your husband too much, they will snatch your husband from you. You flaunt your wife too much, they snatch your wife from you. You've never seen. By the time, as you flaunt your husband or your wife, depending, I'm not telling you it is in all cases, depending how spiritually strong or alert that person or that family is. It's no joke. Sometimes, flaunting your wife or your husband may cause divorce. You've never seen something. Let me forget social media. Before this era of social media, listen attentively. You see, at times, you see a young, beautiful lady. Do you understand me? A young, beautiful lady. Okay, this thing I want. Now there are so many things, so many stories on my mind. It's just like a businessman, somebody who is doing business, who has business. A young man. You go to the village, you flaunt your words, you show how rich you are. You know what you are doing? The moment you start showing your wealth, flaunting your wealth, you activate, like I said earlier, evil eye. You see enemies who do not want maybe your parents, yourself, anything, progress to come to your life. They start wishing you bad. Some will go further to plan evil against you. Now, let me tell you, your brother, your sister, depending on, I'm not telling you everybody is like this. There are some brothers that are jealous of their own brother. There are some sisters that are jealous of their own sister. At times, parents. This is no joke. I've seen brothers that went to extra mile to damage, hurt their own brother, their own sister. You don't understand. The more you conceal, you hide your progress. The more you hide your achievements, the more severe you are or you become. I'm telling you. Let me give you another gist before I end this broadcast. You see, at times, it's not everybody is supposed to come where you are living. Sometimes people come to where you live and see how well or how good you live, and they become jealous. Listen attentively. It's not everybody that is supposed to step inside your home, especially if you are doing well. If you are doing well, you have enough, your fridge is full, you have cars in your compound, you are eating well. There are people, poor people, family members, friends, when they come to your compound and see fleet of cars parked, how well you are living, how good you are living, you see, they become jealous. They wish to be you. This is why it's not everybody that is supposed to enter your house. Because when they come, they will see one or two things. Now, so this is how. Now, look at this is paradise. And sometimes it could be your brother. So maybe you are a brother. So this man is living like this and he left me suffering in the village. So this my sister is living like this and I'm suffering in the village. Bad energy has started. You can't be living like that and they be suffering as if you are responsible for their problems in life. How can you have it too good and they are suffering? You don't cause problem. You've caused problem to yourself. If I tell you that there are places your foot is not supposed to step on, there are people you are not supposed to meet in life, you may doubt me. You always have to pray for your legs not to carry you to where you will meet tragedy. You don't understand it. Only the wise will understand. Now this puzzle is here. This puzzle wants to distract me now. Now listen. I know some of you may like to argue, but let me tell you a typical example about life. First, I keep saying it. When you wake up in the morning each day, pray not to meet people you are not supposed to meet in life. There are people you are not supposed to set your eye on in life till the day you die. There are countries you are not supposed to go to. Pray not to go to certain countries. If you go to certain countries that you are not supposed, tragedy will occur. I know some people may dismiss this as a superstition, but let me tell you. You see this boxer that had accidents. Listen, did you see this boxer that had accidents in Nigeria some weeks back? Those friends that died were not supposed to step their legs in that country. Then we are not supposed to have encounter with that driver or the people there. Life is spiritual. Of which, if those friends did not travel to that country, they would have been alive today. See, if those friends did not travel home, did not go to that country, they would have been alive today. When I tell you something, listen, there are countries you are not supposed to go to. If you go there, it may cost your life or tragedy will occur. As well. Now, life is too deep. I don't want to spend so much time talking. Life is deeper than you think. Why do you think? Somebody said they would not know. Why do you think? Now, I've anchored a lot of programs here. In life, there are people you don't come in contact with. And there are people you pray to come in contact with. There are people, if you come in contact with them, your life will change for good. They will become a blessing, destiny helpers. That is people you'll be searching for, your prayer point, to meet someone that will be a blessing unto you. There are people, when we, in our Lord's Prayer, there is a verse there. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth, blah, 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 blah. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Deliver us from evil. Wait. Did you guys remember George Floyd? That guy that was in USA, that triggered that Black Lives Matter. That George Floyd wasn't supposed to meet those policemen in life. They are not supposed to set eyes on them, each other. There was another 18-year-old boy, either 17-year-old boy, 2 meters tall, if I remember the name. I told you, one guy, Zimmerman, unalived him. One security guard is unalived him in US. Zimmerman, I forgot, George Zimmerman or whatever. He didn't, see, do I need to go deeper? See, why do you think, say in Africa, armed robbers will break into a bank and unalive people? Those people and those people, armed robbers, unalived, those people are not supposed to set their eyes on such human beings in life. If they set their eyes on such human beings, it will be their end. You don't understand? There are human beings, if you set their eyes on them, if you come in contact, it will be tragic. And these are the things you pray against. May I not meet people that will cause me problem in life. Please remove people that will cause me problems and replace them with people who will be a blessing to me. It also happens in marriage. There's a woman you will marry. Your life will be ruined. There is a man and a woman, no matter the business, no matter how intelligent you are, there's a woman you will marry, your life will turn upside down. There is a man you will marry. This is not, no matter how, unless you are a spiritual guru. It's not every woman you see you marry. It's not every man you see you marry. Some women you marry, tragic will follow you. Some men you marry, it will be turbulence, problems every week. Why do you think? In the end, you see some couples unalive themselves. You see a man that is doing well before in his business or living abroad, a woman that is living abroad, when he brings somebody, marry somebody, immediately they start living in the same room. Now, if I give you true life stories, if I give you true life stories, you'll be careful about this life. Every human being you see in this life carries his or her own energy, his or her own spirit. See, this man that is saying I'm promoting superstition, I will block you here. I'm not your mate. Number one, I'm not your mate. If you do not want to watch my video, I'm telling you what have happened and has happened to many people. I will block you if you make any comments. Either you remove yourself. If you don't want to watch, you remove yourself instantly. If you make, that is, I don't want to see you here, or make that comment again. Make that comment, let me remove you now. I don't want to see you. I'm waiting for you now. Make that comment again. The best you can do for yourself now is to remove yourself. I want you to make comments. I'm waiting for you now. Let me remove you. This life, you think this life is ordinary. You think this, when they tell you that the spiritual controls the physical, you think it's a joke. Before anything happens in physical realm, it must first of all take place in the spiritual realm. Go ask people that have married, that are experienced in spirituality. You do not know that a lot of things that people suffer today is as a result of bloodline, foundational problems. I mean, family foundation. You don't know that most people you see in this life, what is troubling them is generational problem. You don't know it. You come on social media and you showcase your stupidity because you want to make a comment. So you don't know that there is what is called generational wealth, generational poverty. So you do not know that there is some diseases that runs in bloodline. You don't know because you are not spiritually inclined and you are not educated. You know nothing. I want you to, I must remove you in here now. Make that comment, I want to remove you. Because you're not supposed to be here. I don't like somebody like you. Make that comment again, let me remove you from here. I am here. I've seen people. I've seen people that went to Africa, married wives, came here. They unalive the wife. Sometimes the wife that is unalive them. I know people that are doing life imprisonment now because of the woman they married. You think it's every woman that you see you marry. There are some women that carries blessings and some women are carrying curses. Likewise, men. Some men are carrying blessings and some men are carrying curses. You are so ignorant that you don't know what some people have done in the dark. Some people you see, both men and women are carrying curses over their lives. They are cursed. And pray not to have anything to do with somebody that is cursed in life. It will affect you. You don't know. Curse is transferable. It's contagious. You come here, you showcase ignorance. Do you think there are people who have murdered, committed atrocities in the dark? Nobody knew. And curse is hovering over their lives. You go and marry such a person that has blood in his hand. Somebody that is cursed, he has blood in his hand, has committed atrocities, unalived people. Go marry now. You fail to understand that husband, that the two shall become one. When you marry a man or a woman, both of you are no longer two but one. Even spiritually. Even if you do not partake, you do not take part in the sins of the man or the woman, immediately you marry that person, you become part of it. Let me explain it to you. If you marry a man that is at war, if you marry a man that is fighting battles, you become part of that battle. You inherit that war. You become part of that war. You don't understand it. When you marry a man that has blessings, you enjoy the blessings. You become part of that blessings. Likewise, women. When you marry a woman who has curse over her life, you become part of that curse. That is why a lot of people just move anyhow, drink anyhow, eat anyhow. Come, this Amdudula, I will block you now. If you come here and I talk some rubbish, this thing, I'll block you now. What is your name? You say Amdud, I'll block you here now. You need who? Where do you need me? Do you know me before? Do we have business together? You say you need me where? Am I your brother? Am I your friend? What do you need me for? You say you need me in Nigeria. Do I have business with you? Do you know me before? Do you have any interest? Where do you know me that you say you need me in Nigeria? Don't you have your family? You should have your family that you need, your friends you need. Do you know me before? Go do things with your friends. I don't know who you are. We have no interaction, no business whatsoever. What is your problem? You don't know me. What do you want me to do for you in Nigeria? Am I breastfeeding you? What do you want from me? You come on social media and you showcase stupidity. We are not friends, so I don't know you who you are. Face your life. You need me. Am I the politician? Am I your leader? Am I your family member? Am I your friend? Or you come on social media, you just comment because people are commenting. We are talking something serious and you are talking something else. So if I touch down in Africa, I'll be looking for you. So if I fly to Africa, I'll be looking for you. What do we have in common? So you think at this age I'll make friends anyhow? I see you, you become my friend. So I just see a stranger, make a stranger a friend. I see you, I make somebody that has not even profile picture. I see you, I make or I associate myself with you. What are you going to do for me? I'm asking you now, what do you think you can do for me in this life? When we come here and we are discussing something important, you showcase ignorance. Come here, you showcase stupidity. Go to school, you know, go. Expose yourself, you don't want to expose yourself. Stay quiet and learn, you don't want to stay quiet and learn. You cause distraction wherever you go. That's why I don't associate myself with people. See what you came here to talk. We need you in Nigeria. You have more than 300 million in Nigeria. What do you need me for? 300 million or 350 million. You say you need me. No, I don't understand you. But I want to end this broadcast. I don't like these people. Let me end this broadcast. I may come live later. When I come live, I hate. That's why I don't read this kind of comments. I don't like reading this kind of comments. When we are talking about important programs, somebody will come and showcase stupidity. Abundance grace, I see you. Well, I'll come back. Eh? And when I come back later, probably, maybe we go spiritual. Yes, when I go, now see, life is deeper than you think. Anybody who think spirituality does not exist, juju does not exist, that person is ignorant. Juju is potent. Witchcraft is potent. Evil eye is real. It's a person. Don't say you are this. Western world, the education, this. Evil eye, juju is real. There is power. Don't allow anybody deceive you by saying nothing like that exists. It does. Guys, as you watch me, subscribe to my channel. Have you subscribed to my YouTube channel? Subscribe. You understand what I mean? Okay, let me tell you another story another story before we end this program. Because some of you say, what do they say? I am promoting superstition. Listen, some of you say I am promoting superstition. Now listen, to tell you that juju is real. And this is like somebody saying there is nothing like demons. Demons do exist. There are spiritual entities. They do. Now, maybe later tonight I will share a story of what I saw as a child to you guys. But let me now let me share this story with you guys. I know a lot of you must have read the Bible. This one, if you then argue this one, I know that the person is I don't need to use the wrong word. I respect people. The biblical story, might be in Quran and even in Torah. But let me use this as an example. When Moses was shepherding his flocks in Midian, you call it Midian or Midian now. One day, after living in Midian or Midian for 40 years, one day, as he was taking care of his flock at Mount Horeb, he encountered God. Hold on. Moses, according to the Bible, encountered God at Mount Horeb. There, listen, for those of you that are saying juju does not exist, there is nothing like that. Listen. When Moses encountered God at Mount Horeb, God introduced himself to Moses. And after the conversation, now, God asked Moses to go to Pharaoh and tell Pharaoh to let his people go. Moses asked God, listen attentively. Moses asked God, how can I show signs that you sent me. Moses, listen, Moses asked God, how do I prove that you sent me? Don't be in a rush. God asked Moses, what do you have in your hand? Moses replied, a shepherd staff, a shepherd staff. And God said to him, cast it on the ground. Moses threw it on the ground. It turned to a serpent. Serpent, that is a snake. Don't move, oh, don't move. And God commanded him, he said, pick it from the tail. Moses picked that serpent from the tail, and it turned back to that shepherd staff. He performed another sign, which he told him to put his hand in his ribs, but let's leave that one. Now, God instructed Moses, he said, when you get to Pharaoh, perform this sign. That is, when you get to Pharaoh, if he doubts you that God sent you, throw that staff on the floor and it will turn to snake. That is a sign to show him that you were sent by God. Hold on. Don't be in a rush. You that say you don't believe in juju, I'm going somewhere. So when Moses got to Pharaoh's palace, Pharaoh doubted him. Moses then said to Pharaoh, for you to know that God sent me, he now casted that shepherd, he cast that shepherd staff on the floor. It turned to serpents. Pharaoh said, so you come to show me you have powers. Now listen. Pharaoh now called Egyptian magicians. Now, this is where the story gets interesting for you that like to argue, they say, blah, blah. Moses then called Egyptian magicians. Egyptian magicians came and performed the same signs, the same magic or miracle that Moses performed. What did they do? The Egyptian magicians had their own staff too. They cast it on the floor and it turned to serpent. The same magic. Wasn't that juju? Wasn't it juju? But you say you are a Christian or you are a Muslim. Wasn't that juju? The juju Egyptian magicians performed, wasn't it juju? Even in your Bible. Where are those people that are arguing? No, I don't have strength to be explaining these things to you. Somebody said they play. Wait till Juju catch you one day. Wait till you meet Juju. You will know. You'll be careful in life. Somebody, Ismaila said, similar story of Egyptian magicians is also in Quran. Thank you. What did they? Wasn't that juju? It was juju. So guys, sometimes I don't have strength to be going back and forth and telling these stories. Well, because of people who argue. Now, if I tell you true life stories itself, you go fear. Fear will catch you. If I give you gist, if I tell you gist, before, I was naive. The worst mistake you will make in life is thinking there are no powers. You think there are no powers. But you both have believe in juju. Indians believe in the whole world, China. Even though you both do juju and witchcraft more than a black people self. In Iran, in Iraq, in Turkey, this thing you say you both they are big time into witchcraft and juju. Well, stay there now. Do you want me to go deeper? Well, let me relax because I don't want to stretch this thing. Well, let me... Caleb, I want to end this broadcast. Maybe I'll come late. I'll come out later. When I come out later, I will tell you guys things we did wrong growing up in Africa. Many years ago, everybody. Life is deeper than you think. You don't live life anyhow. Now I know better. Maybe because of age. Well, guys, let me chill a bit. I'll be back soon. I will be back soon. Maybe I will. After 3 hours or 4 hours, I'll come back again. Take care of yourselves. I'll be back. We continue. Nana Kasey, I see you. Nana Kasey Ventures, I appreciate you. So, guys, see you. Let me take a break.